Am I on? Oh my God. First of all,
It's happening. It's happening.
wait a minute. How do I? Wow. Wait a minute. I was like sweating. I was sweating. I'm sweating.
Girl.
Are you sweating? You handled that very well.
Oh, I do not think so. I do not think so. I am such a Luddite. I mean, we both played very techie characters. Like you were an expert, and I'm supposed to be good at that kind of stuff. I am terrible.
I feel like, how do you just like, I'm not going to touch anything. I don't want to touch anything.
Oh, how, like the comments, you can't, the comments are, is that where people are being very sweet. There's lots of love. Can you see what I'm saying?
Can people see me or am I, can you see me?
No.
Wait. Oh my God, here it goes. This is going great, you guys. I feel like
this is awesome.
I feel like this was the behind the scenes that no one got to see. Is this what they're all realizing that we were actually doing for all those years?
We had someone to do all that for us.
Look at everyone's so nice.
Oh, look at all nice. How are you?
I'm me? Wait, I'm trying to get you on my, what are you on? Do you have like a little like tripod?
So what I did was I thought it was going to be on a computer at first because I am an idiot. And so I had my computer, I just have it on my computer on like a laptop. Let's do the tech. Let's talk it through. Let's talk through a tech.
You look You look very nice. It's so nice to see you. Look how I tried to like frame the background. Do you see? There's like nothing on the wall, by the way.
I don't have anything on my wall either, but you can't. Yeah. You got a door. You can hear my screaming children fighting behind the door, probably.
My son just ran naked with a sticker. He must have sat on a dinosaur sticker because there was a sticker on his naked butt cheek.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
I left it there.
Colombia. We've heard like Brazil, Colombia, Switzerland, France, Mexico.
Look, it's midnight. Oh, Bones has been,
Mexico City. People are saying, oh,
look, Eugene is on and I think he's making fun of us. This is like being at work with them. That is not untrue. Well, we've gotten off to a good start.
Are we supposed to talk for like a half an hour starting now or a half an hour from, let's just say a half an hour starting now. I don't know.
Let's just say a half an hour. Can we just do that?
But yeah, let's just do it. New York, all the way from New York. Someone has the same birthday as you, Michaela.
They do?
Yeah. Someone said that we are their childhood. Madagascar.
We have these like questions that we're supposed to ask.
I know. Well, I need to tell you that. Well, I mean, one of the questions we are supposed to talk about is what you've been watching, reading, and blah blah blah. But I watched a little something called Bad Trip last night.
Oh my God, you watched it?
Oh my God, I laughed so hard in a long time.
Are you serious? Well, okay. I do want to say that for people, I hope it's okay for me to say this, but one of the questions was what was the best show, comedy, movie, whatever you've seen together? And I will say that seeing Borat with you in the theater, you guys, I've never heard you laugh like that. It was like from like a guttural, like, I was like, what? You laughed so hard. So I'm so glad that you laughed at Bad Trip. That
well, I don't like that. David and I were, my husband David, for not Michaela. David and I were laughing so hard. We're saying it was like similar to the Borat thing because this movie, the Michaela's in, guys, I recommend it. Very, very fun. But it's like a prank movie. There's actors in it, but there's real people reacting to crazy situations.
Yeah.
Crass, so if people are not into that, okay, don't watch it, but it's very, very funny.
I'm
And
so glad you
all
laughed.
impetus for the whole movie. She's like the crush of Eric Andre. Like, it's the whole reason for the movie. Sorry,
It was very flattering. I was very flattered by that. We were laughing at like my business card. Did you see the business card with my picture on it? Like, who has business cards like that? Like, that made me laugh with the hair. Like, it was like this, like, I was like, oh, don't mind me with my business card.
model,
don't mind me.
the owner.
Just the owner of this little, I know. But
alley named after you that was huge. It was like the biggest gallery you've ever seen in New York City. And
they don't have name. They don't normally have like names. Like, it's not normally like that. I don't think. Is it?
I feel like there's names, but sometimes there's someone's last name. I don't. What do I know?
That's true. That's true. Yes, that's true.
But I love seeing that your name. Brazil.
And the bodyguard or the guy at this door really made me laugh. He was funny.
Oh yeah,
it was funny.
Was he? Oh my God, there's just so many funny things. I recommend seeing it if you want to laugh, people. It was very, very interesting.
Really nice. Thank you, Emily.
Morocco. I'm sorry. I keep seeing these things, so I feel like I need to say something.
Colombia. They want us to speak in Spanish, which I am not so good at.
¿Cómo estás?
Do you
Muy bien, gracias.
Yeah, a lot of Brazil. Okay.
Gets to it. That's it. Dos. The answer is always.
Your hair is lighter. I haven't really seen your light hair.
You've seen it to a certain degree, I think, but it's gotten like a little lighter and then a little darker. But you've seen it, but it's also like the light, you know. It's the sunlight the sun catches in the sunlight.
The sunlight's catch just
the highlights in the sun. Yeah, I just decided to go a little lighter. It's fun.
It's really nice.
You know, something different. But I've had it for a little while. I feel like I don't know.
We've been Zooming.
But person, but you might have seen it on Zoom, but we usually Zoom like at nighttime in the dark.
It's true. I was going to say, why have I not seen it in the dark? We Zoom in the middle of the night.
But yeah, we are in California. I see a Brazilian flag. Yeah, we both are in California, unless there's something I don't know, Michaela.
No, we are. We are in California. We're both in California, but we haven't seen. Oh, your hair does look beautiful, Emily. We are here, but we haven't seen each other because of the pandemic. But we've been Zooming. We've had some pretty good Zooms.
We've Zoomed with Tamara.
With Tamara, we've had some pretty.
Love.
We've had like 3-hour Zooms with Tamara. It's been wonderful.
I mean, past midnight, like.
We did go past midnight one night.
Yeah, I think we did. We definitely were like 3+ hours for sure.
It was 3 hours. We can really go when we start going.
We can.
You know what I thought about today was hired.
Oh, what?
Hired.
Wow.
I think it was Barry, right?
It was Barry, and it was. I think my friend had auditioned for a part. And he came up, and you know the person too, but I won't say, not to embarrass her.
Yeah.
But he said, hired.
Are you going to do more? So, yeah, we have a lot of inside jokes that we would just do for years that, you know, a lot of them. So you're seeing these right up in here. You're seeing these over your face.
I see them over your face. So I don't get to see your face as well as I'd like, I'll be honest, but you look beautiful from what.
It's the light. It's the light. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you. That's very nice. What have I been, I don't know what it says. What have I been watching and making?
Yeah. What have you been reading? Any good books or watching any TV shows?
I watched A Teacher on FX. Have you seen that? With Kate Mara?
Yeah, Kate Mara.
I was very into that. I really liked a movie. So I watched that. I did watch a little bit. This is really odd. Well, I watched Love Island, Love is Blind in the beginning of the quarantine.
Yeah, I didn't watch that. Do you like that?
I mean, I don't normally watch that stuff. You know, I don't watch that stuff.
I don't either, but I was tempted to watch it because someone told me to watch it, and then I forgot at a certain point, and then I didn't watch it. But
yeah,
good.
I mean, they like fall in love through like a wall or something. I think that's the conceit. They're like, they don't see each other. Oh, look, someone's saying Love Island. No, I meant Love is Blind. Whatever. You guys know. Okay. Somebody's falling in love through some wall.
Are they like texting each other or something like that?
They're having these like deep conversations through a wall, and then they like propose through the wall.
What?
Yeah, it's very bizarre.
People are getting married without even. Well, I will say on my maternity leave, I watched Married at First Sight and got so into that. Wait, Clark is here? Wait, is Eugene on this thing? What?
He was on. Well, I told you he was saying, and this is like being with them on set.
Wait, Eugene is on here? Hi, Eugene.
Eugene, shout us out. What's up?
I don't really know how to join with Michaela, but hello to everybody, especially Eugene.
I know. Your favorites. Okay, your favorite song. Oh, lots of nice ones. Okay.
So people, yes, people falling in love. I never got the whole Bachelor Bachelorette thing where people actually fall in love with you. I think you're just like in a bubble.
I know.
And like you just think you're in love with this person because there's like all this stuff wrapped around, like you're.
I know.
And people really believe they're in love, but how can they really be in love? Hey, I've got to check on the Okay, we got to watch the comments for Eugene.
Oh, Eugene is calling us his favorites.
Oh, we love you, Eugene. I was friends with Eugene before we even did Bones, and Michaela and I that's part of what we're supposed to talk about.
Yes, we do have to talk about that.
Oh, and for people who don't know, Eugene played Dr. Clark Edison on the show, another psychologist. And I knew Eugene from auditions before.
You did?
Yes.
Eugene knows everyone. Eugene knows everyone. He's like, yeah, he knows everybody.
And I also met him again, like on the set of 2.5 Men. I was not working, but my friend Melanie was on it, and I went to visit. But Michaela, we were supposed to talk about how we first met. We kind of knew of each other before we were hired to play best friends on Bones. Like
we did.
Each other, but we hadn't really talked to each other. We like knew each other from auditions and names. Like we'd seen each other's names.
Yes. I remember, I can't now remember what movie it was, but people at auditions often, I mean, they're not mean, but they're not like the warmest.
Yeah.
It's a little chilly in the, as you're in the waiting room. And I was in a waiting room for a really long time, and I had signed in, Emily had been there, and she was sitting across from me, and she looked over at me and like smiled so, I remember it. Like, I remember it was such a sincere, kind smile. And I was like, I think I went like, hi. Like, I think I said something like, hi. And like, I felt like we were going to start talking, but then you got called in. And then as you were leaving, I was like, bye. Like, I was like, who is this kind? It was just felt like a connect. It was very sincere. And I remember looking on the list and being like, oh. And then like a month later or something, like it was not long after that we got cast. And I was like, that's so crazy. Anyway.
It was the same pilot season.
Yes.
Oh, and that's the thing about Eugene too. It's like it's different because he's a guy. So sometimes like the girls will be like, people need to focus at auditions, which I get. Yes. But there's like kissing, and then there's like being a bitch.
Yes.
My French. But like people
it's
come
true.
each other out and are weird. I mean, it's just like, whatever, guys. Come on.
That's what I mean. It was just a very real, you don't get a lot of those very real moments. I mean, I feel like you don't get a lot of them in that arena, at least.
Yeah.
But it was very memorable. And then I actually also think I saw like David Boreanaz at the Grove, not the Grove, at the Grove, like a couple weeks before too, which was really odd. That's
random. I remember he worked out at a gym that I went to like years before, but that was my only exposure to him at all. I didn't know who he was, and somebody said that's David Boreanaz. Oh, okay. Who's that?
Anyway, that's our story.
A little foreshadowing.
I know. And then we met you gave me like a facial reconstruction book. Do you remember that?
Of course, because I bought all these books like online or something of stuff to study. As some people are posting that they start studying forensic anthropology because of bones. Whoop whoop. I got all these books online, and so I had some on facial reconstruction. Michaela, who had to be a forensic artist,
and clearly really good at computers and Instagram Live.
Well, let me just say, Michaela's an amazing actress because her drawings. Well, I've only had a like regular piece of paper, but they'd be like,
no,
like
no.
It'd be like this or something back. Like that. She'd be drawing, and they'd have like an insert, and it would look beautiful, and she'd do an amazing drawing. But really, her drawings were not.
It was someone else, like long after we wrapped, and like someone else would be like showing a drawing that they did for hours. That was never mine.
Either one of us is technically, as evidenced by the beginning of Instagram Live. I mean, I blame my own weird phone thing because it did not come up the way we had practiced. A woman named Bailey helped me. But,
thank you, Bailey, because I was like emailing and texting people and trying to figure out. I was like sending requests that I didn't understand. You know what? I feel like it's working out. I feel like it's working out.
We're talking. Have you read anything that you liked over the past year?
I started to read a book called Being Mortal, which is really
I think I've heard of that. What is that?
It's like, I just started it. It's about basically dying, and like, I don't know if I'm going to get into that but it's about just, you know, how we're not focused on dealing with that part of our lives, you know, like care of older ones, and like, but just like how our society is not focused on that. And I started that, which is an odd choice. But we moved, so I was like doing that for a while, which is very all consuming. And I actually have like a whole box of bone stuff that I haven't like plumbed the depths of. Actually, no, I did pull out. Do you remember they made us those like Bones companion books? Do you remember these? I should have brought it for today. They made these like books for us.
Wait, who did?
Someone did. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if it was Fox, but it has like pictures of you, like it's like Temperance Brennan, and then it shows like your history and stuff. I don't know. They're very odd. They're like paperback, or they're kind of a thick magazine. Anyway, I found those and like a lot of pictures from first season that I have to like.
Ooh.
I
texted you and Eric Milligan, who played Zach Addy, and TJ Thine, who played Dr. Hodges, because there's a picture of me, you, and those guys. And my son said, "Who is this?" And I thought he was pointing to one of you guys. And I was like, "Who?" You know, I was like, "Oh, well, those are Mommy's friends from work on Bones. Do you remember?" And I can't remember now if it's my son or my younger son, but then they pointed to me in the picture. Time has passed apparently since 2005, and apparently I don't look exactly the same as I did when I was.
Wait, they could have pointed to Eric, TJ, or me?
Yes, and they were pointing to me.
I can't.
So apparently I've aged a little bit.
None of us have aged. We all look exactly the same. I had really skinny eyebrows in the beginning of the show.
Gosh, I don't remember that. Well, you had bangs for a moment too.
Oh my God, the bangs. They were real bangs too. They weren't even like, well, I don't know how they would have been fake bangs unless I had like a bang piece.
Bangs? Like just an extension here, that can't look good.
I think people do that. Don't they have those things that like...
I feel like it's more common for people to have like their real hair in front and then they add fake hair from here.
Yes.
Like a fall, what people used to call a fall. I like this conversation.
One of the questions on here is if you were forced to give each other makeovers, which I think is really funny. We're not going to address that question.
No, we're not. I would not change a thing. You are gorgeous. Oh my God.
No, Emily.
Movie with your gorgeous looks. Hello.
Oh my God. Thank you. That's very nice. You were very tough to look at for 12 years. Let me tell you.
Please.
Let me tell you.
Please. I did not have a hard job.
Look, Emily, you rocked every hairstyle, someone says.
What'd you say?
Oh, someone liked your hair in season 6.
Whatever that was.
They blended a little bit together, you guys. I'm not going to lie. I definitely.
Sorry, I didn't interrupt. This is like
no. And see, it's hard. You can't get sucked in because I just read Emily's bangs equal my religion, and I got sucked in.
Oh, okay.
To that comment. Don't get sucked in.
Maybe
are you reading or I mean, like, what have you been? You've been busy. I don't know.
I read a couple. Like, I read this book, We Are the Weather, by Jonathan Safran Foer. It's not, he's some nonfiction. He's written fiction. This one's about the environment and how all the things we can do, but very, importantly, like what we eat and all the things we personally can make choices for the environment. And I actually did a conversation not dissimilar from this with him, which was great. So I got to for Farm Sanctuary. So I got to pick his brain a little bit about the book. It's a fascinating book. I really recommend it. And then I'm like, I love Donna Tartt. I read The Secret History a couple times. I love The Goldfinch, but
Goldfinch. Oh my gosh.
The middle problematic novel. So I was trying to get through that, but it's a little slower to get. It's like, but I still love her writing. So I know reading that. And then I
haven't read The Secret History. I should read that.
Ooh, it's good. Yeah, it's good. It's about college, essentially. She went to Bennington. When I was a high school student, I did a summer program at Bennington. And so if I felt like I had, I don't know, you know the area, the school. They don't call it, but it's basically Bennington because she went to Bennington.
Yeah. I wanted to read that. I didn't see the Goldfinch movie, but I read the book and was like, pretty blown away.
I remember I was reading that on set, and I have not seen the movie either. Sometimes when I love a book, I just don't. I'm scared.
I know.
So I'm sure it's great, but I just haven't. But I remember reading the book, and there is a twist in that book, and I predicted it. And
really?
John Francis Daley had already read it. And so I said to him, I'm not going to spoil it for anybody who has not read this book or seen the movie, but I said to him, okay, I have a prediction. Don't react. Just, I want to say it to you so that if it's true,
don't react.
He had a neutral face. And then whatever days later I was reading and I'm texting and I'm like, I was right. I twists and turns in movies and books, but anyways, predicting them.
You're pretty good at that. You're also into forensic, you're into those sorts of shows, like Forensic Files and stuff. Yeah.
Although I think after doing Bones for so long, I love Law and Order SVU, and I remember I did one of my first jobs was that, and then I got Bones, and I remember a friend saying, "That's your dream job. You love that stuff." Yeah. But I don't watch as many of them anymore because we did it, but
I know.
It's interesting to me for sure.
That's true. That's true. I never thought about it. Yeah, you're right. Forensic Files is so good.
Sometimes I also, after having kids, those things freak me out.
I know.
Too. But I don't know if you had a chance to watch it, but I watched Tamara and Law and Order. Oh my God.
Yes.
Time. I totally didn't realize that I thought she'd be a cop or something in it.
I know. I just texted her. I was like, must discuss. So good.
Because I was supposed to Zoom with her. Well, we were all supposed to Zoom.
I know.
And then Tamara
might have been my fault.
Anyways, no, not your fault. But I was going to just talk to her about it when I saw her, so I haven't even told her I watched it yet. So it's secret that
number one, she's so good on it. Number two,
so good.
Chris Maloney is really attractive. I mean, look, I'm happily married, cool. But like, whoa, I'm just gonna, I mean, everyone knows that, but I hadn't gotten so, he has such a like magnetism about him. That's like.
Very strong presence too. And he's such a talented, that guy can do comedy and drama and like, I don't know, he's in Wet Hot American Summer, if you recall.
Yes,
amazing.
totally.
Multi-talented, that guy. And yeah, I know. Well,
I gotta get the lowdown.
You. So
I'm like, give me the, yeah, he's really, I see why people would watch. I mean, you know, yeah, she's great too. But like, I was definitely like, oh, hi, this is interesting. I mean,
everyone's agreeing with you about Chris. See,
there's just something there, you know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's what made it work for like 20 million years that he was on the show, you know.
Yeah,
the
12 years or something, and then
what it was?
Ever After, amazing. And what was, I don't know. Oh yes, I know. Doesn't and Tamara plays a character named Angela.
Oh my God, that's the other thing I was gonna say.
And I played a character named Angela. And I was married to a character named Angela in a movie. It's all about Angela.
You guys.
You're the original Angela.
Well, thank you. I must say I'm very into the fact that both of you guys were Angelas. It's a good name. We have to thank Hart Hansen for that, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Montenegro.
The small country.
The small country.
The small country. Yes.
I feel like, are we supposed to wrap it up soon? I feel like
I don't know. I don't know any of the rules. I'm scared to touch anything. Probably. Should we answer one more question? What is the last question we should answer?
Okay. How did we first meet? We already did. What do we never agree on was one question, but I'm like, I don't know. I feel like there's things we've definitely not agreed on things, but we've never like fought.
No.
And I think
what's the one thing?
Oh, I can tell a story.
Oh no. Okay.
Do you not want me to tell a story?
Tell me. No, I want to hear it.
Oh, okay. I thought it would be a funny story because you are in a prank movie, and this is a prank that was pulled on set where there was a whoopee cushion.
Oh my God. I think that's in a gag reel.
Yeah, it's in a gag reel from one of the early seasons for sure.
We should have pranked more. We all could have pranked more, don't you think?
All could. I mean, I feel like that certainly the first few seasons there was a fart machine on set. Like David,
that's right.
Farts machines, David Boreanaz and I.
That's right. We did have that's true. There was, that's true. We did. I think we did. We were always we were always like, those bodies left us like, you know, how could you not be like sticking things in them and laughing? I mean, not, you know, just.
You got to keep light when it's so dark. But yes, we did. Somebody said the cooler, the ice bug, like David Boreanaz and I, it's like we were in some weird contraption. How we fit it now? But he like dead head.
Yes.
And they got rolled in. It was like a fake scene they wrote. I think it was like, wasn't even a real scene. And you guys had to open it. And so
I forgot about that.
And I think we went, or something. Well, there were some good times.
Yes. We worked, I mean, there were many good. We worked, yes. We won't get into, I mean, someone just asked me on a call, like, was it very emotional at the end? And I was like, yes, it was. It was a lot of, I don't think any of us expected to cry. I didn't expect to cry that much at the end.
No, I didn't either. My friend is doing a guest spot on a show that's doing its last episode, and she said it was emotional. And then it made me think exactly the same thing. And you're emotional every time you say goodbye to each person. Like, I mean,
yes. Well, they would say like, this is Michaela's last scene, or this is Emily. You know, they would always do that, and it was like, yeah, it was. The end was intense. All the pictures I have, we have red eyes, you know, because we were all crying.
Yeah, it was an emotional time. I mean, for good reason. so lucky. People have terrible working with other people on other shows.
I know.
Loved each other. So it was such an amazing thing to be like, have that job for 12 years. Then great thing that it's sad when you're saying goodbye, because some jobs.
It's true. It's very true. You're right. It could definitely be the opposite. But well, now we Zoom, so I feel like
we Zoom.
Now
and
we Zoom.
we all passed the baton to play an Angela at different times.
I mean, I'm so glad. Is that the theme of this IG? It's like, yeah.
Angela's.
Share pics, please. I know. We have to post some more pics. I know.
Share pics? Is that what they said?
They were like, share some pics. I know. We do have some old pics.
The wedding and Sweet's death. Oh my God. Like real tears.
And Ryan Cartwright's death was also really sad.
Vincent Nigel Murray's death. Same thing.
I ran into him kind of recently. Anyway, that's for another time. I ran into Ryan Cartwright like kind of recently. It was like such a good run-in. Anyway.
Oh my God. Great. I feel like I saw him and was wondering like what he's like. Obviously, had seen him somewhere. So that guy, so talented, so funny.
Oh my God. I know. He's just like, you want to talk to him all day long. You know what I mean? He was like exactly the same. Like he was so, I don't know. It was great. Like it was pre-COVID, obviously, since I ran into him outside. Yeah. And we were not masked. So this was definitely, it must've been like late 2019. But anyway, well, we've got to get our Zoom. We'll get on our Zoom.
We'll get on our Zoom. This is our public Zoom. Hart Hansen is here. Hart Hansen in the house.
Hart Hansen is here.
Someone said Hart Hansen. Hi, Hart.
Where is he? Everyone's saying hi, Hart.
He's well, I don't want to give away, but he's in California, but not in Los Angeles, I believe. But I know, and my husband, I think, texted with him today.
Wait, Hart Hansen's grandson is, oh my God, I'm obsessed with him.
Very cute.
He's so cute.
Couple pictures, but very adorable.
Well, he clearly is so in love with him too, and it's just like the whole thing is really just like the best because it's like seeing another side of Hart too. You know, we're just talking about Hart. Oh, Hart's saying hi. Look, he said hi. What else do you say, Hart?
Hart is in the house. We love Hart.
Hart is in the house.
I don't want to overtake this the Instagram for longer than we're supposed to. I don't know.
Okay, we're going. We texted a lot. Okay, everyone's texting. I love you. Should we say goodbye? I don't even know how to turn it off, so that's going to be another 20 minutes of me. Maybe I should do the end where I try to end it since you did the beginning.
End and say thank you.
Thank you guys for coming and saying hi.
Sorry.
Are you trying to say bye and I'm keeping you on? Okay.
No, I interrupted you by accidentally reading that Dean Lapata was also here.
Dean Lapata's here?
Says he was a writer, producer on the show as well. And so gay rights. Someone said to say gay rights. Gay rights, sure. LGBTQ rights in all ways.
Emily saved the life. Okay. Maybe we should go before we overextend our welcome.
I'll let you say goodbye. Mwah, mwah.
Okay, bye. Bye. Love you, bye.
Bye, I love you too.
Bye. Love you, bye.